I've been asked by many of you to make a follow-up of my first video, Water Retention Landscape at Monte da Paz. Here it is now. Our objective was to turn a dry, desert-like landscape in southern Portugal, with almost no rain during the year, into a green, lush paradise. So first we started to build the lakes with as little impact on the environment as possible, to use all the materials we found on the land like clay and earth and stones, to build dams in a natural way without using any concrete or plastic materials. It was 5 years ago we started to build these first lakes. After the success of the first lakes, we decided to continue the next year, and we created these new lakes that you can see here. We've been happy to have good winters with lots of rain, so in the first 2 years all the lakes we built filled up in no time. Then we started designing the land with our friends from all around the world. Philip Munasia from Kenya here, an expert in permaculture, or our friends from Favela da Paz in Sao Paulo. And together we created a green, lush paradise. This is how it looks today in March 2018. Altogether, we built 7 lakes on the land. And on this picture you can see the highest lake, which we call the Upper Lake, and then the Hard Lake, and then comes the North Lake, the Biotope, and the House Lake as we call it. All these lakes are interconnected through swales, which I will show you later. So always there's a balance of water, and no water is lost on the land because it's raining very little during the year. This is the Upper Lake, and then it goes down to the Hard Lake here. We had now the 3rd winter with very little rain in a row. And this year, in March, we had the first real rain since May 2017. And we were afraid that everything we created would dry up. But fortunately, we had a real strong rain, and in no time all the lakes filled up and keep the water for the rest of the year, or maybe for the coming years. From the Hard Lake, when the Hard Lake is full, the water goes through this swale and flows to the next lake. And all these swales are completely leveled, so whichever lake is filled first, the excess water will flow to the next lake. This lake fills up and it overflows in the next lake. Here you can see the swales on the land. And the aim is not only to fill up the lakes, but to keep as much water as possible on the land. So here is our North Lake. It was almost empty 2 weeks ago, and now it's full of water.
Like an eagle, fly so high.
And can see the water is running from this well. Little creeks are on the land and filling up the lakes. Because this is the lowest lake, it's the first one to overflow, and now we installed a big pump that is pumping the overflowing water up into the highest lake, from where it's going down again into all the other lakes. After 5 years, we created a place where we can be in harmony with nature, and all animals can feel free to move and to find food, from the bees to the horses to the wild boars. We have so many different species on the land. I hope you enjoy this and feel inspired to change your world too for better.
Around the universe on wings of pure light. Hey, Wichita-dai, Wichita-yo. Hey, Wichita-dai.